Hello there. So, how do I explain this madness? I recall back when I started Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3, how I noted that it's the third entry to a series that doesn't exist. There is no 1 and 2. It turns out I was slightly wrong because Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1 Re-Raptored apparently came out a couple months ago. And you're probably thinking, wait, that means it's a remaster. What about the first game? Yeah, there is no first game. The remastered is the first version of it. Yeah, it's probably best if we don't think about this too much. Anyway. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms oversees surveillance and law regarding its namesakes in an effort to ensure public safety and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. Deep in the bayou of Louisiana, notorious moonshine mogul Henry Bayless begins receiving suspiciously large shipments of distilling equipment. While most criminal matters are handled through long investigations and court processes, special field agents are deployed in high-risk circumstances. Agents like Jack Breyer, who has just arrived at the Bayless estate, with his goal being barked at him through his radio. Found out what Henry Bayless is up to and shut down his operation for good. We're back in the madness, folks. You stare up at the mansion, all 4 stories of it. Oh yeah. 3 did make a bit of a note about how we're reusing stuff from the non-existent first game that exists now. What the hell? Its gables just like razor-sharp teeth against the night sky. I've arrived at Bayless Estate. Going dark. With a practice motion, you flick your radio silent before the operator has a chance to respond. Checking your surroundings, you advance to the front gate, staying low to the ground. The gate is locked with a giant padlock, something that might take several pairs of bolt cutters to get through. Not a problem. It's just destruction of property. That's interesting. Okay, I can finish this next turn. The gate's hinges yield and it flies through the air, landing with a heavy clank on the cobblestone in front of you. They don't make them like they used to. Step up to the front gate of the house, turn the handle, and enter silently. The foyer is a cavernous room with a grand central staircase. Hallways lead off to various parts of the manor from either side of the room. Paintings of an old man cover the majority of the walls. This doesn't look like Henry Bayless. Who is this guy? A Bayless ancestor? Your ears perk up as a footstep lands on the plush carpet behind you. Whipping around, you turn to find yourself face to face with a velociraptor. That's different. Bet it bleeds like everything else. So we're certainly a very different person from Jack. Yeah, JJ. Qualifies one instance of damage. Interesting. Yeah, you might as well. We do upper hand in the haymaker. And this will finish it. The dinosaur unleashes a horrible screech and flops to the floor, dead. Fantastic. Now, if I were running a bootlegging operation, I'd probably do the distilling in a shed or a basement. That means any sort of record keeping is probably done in an office. Best try upstairs. You run full sprint up the stairs, ready to... The force of your chiseled physique hitting an immovable object launches you down the stairs as you crumble into a heap on the ground floor landing. What the hell was that? You take a deep breath and let the adrenaline wash over you. Gathering your strength in your legs, you wobble to your feet and scan the staircases. There's nothing. Did he hit an invisible wall? Also, just let me check something. Okay, I'm unmuted. If it turns out he hit an invisible wall, glass maybe? Who puts a window halfway up a staircase? You return to where you hit your face and reach out. Sure enough, an invisible force is blocking you. You tap it a few times, instinctively, you punch it. The bones in your fingers crinkle unsettlingly as pain shoots down your hand. Maybe I could search elsewhere first. Descending the staircase, your eyes settle on a thick oaken door. Gold-lined sign reading Hunkins adorns the wall next to it. A bar in the middle of a mansion? Man, we're not even a few minutes and I think the rails up. We are already skipping the rails. Curious, you push the door open and enter. I was wondering where you'd... The man stops mid-sentence and stares at you dumbfounded. Hi, do you have any gauze or anything? Jack Breyer? Dude, I am bleeding a lot. The man hands you a first aid kit. You take a moment to patch yourself up. Thanks. Hang on, you're the guy in the paintings. Are you some other Bayless? Some other... What? No, I'm Hunkin Dockwright III, reformed villain and current bartender. So you're like Bayless's husband? What are you on about, boy? Well, he's got a lot of pictures of you in the hall. Never mind. Are there any other ATS agents with you? ATS? You mean the ATF? Sure. I'm not sure I trust you enough to answer that. Hunkin blinks at you, bemused. It's just you, then. Marvelous. Well, get a drink or get out, boy. Whatever cataclysm your arrival portends, I'd rather go it alone, if you don't mind. I do mind. What's up with the stairs? Why are you in Bayless's manor? Last I checked, this manor was still mine, but you being here probably puts that in jeopardy. What the hell are you talking about? You know what? I'm going to take a shot in the dark right now, and I'm going to guess part of what's happening is this remake is being built on the bones of the canceled CRDM3. That's what's happening here. Hunkin stares at you with a mix of boredom and pity. This is creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3, Jack. A video game. You're the protagonist of the first two games. JJ, this game's protagonist, went missing a few weeks ago. Now you're here. Whatever's going on, it can only be bad for me. So how do I get past the staircase? That's just it, Jack. You don't. This game was never finished. There's nothing upstairs, and there never has been. The developers blocked it off because it was embarrassing to show off to executives when when they were demoing the game. Sure. I'm gonna go figure out how to get upstairs. Hunkin raises an eyebrow. I told you it's impossible. Yeah, and I'm Jack Breyer. I'll make it possible. Well, when your failure drives you to drink, I'll be here. Whatever you say. I do have a little bit of upgrade juice. Is there anything for that here? I'm actually not going to get anything just now. I seem to be a lot more self-sufficient this time around. A day or so has passed, and you've settled into a routine. Try to get upstairs, talk to Hunkin, rinse and repeat. So you were a villain. And you're not anymore. Good talk. The next day is much like the previous one. After resting in the bar, you continue to throw yourself at the staircase to no avail. Still no change, I'd wager? There are small places where the wall's slightly off. It's got to be possible. Well, I'm sure you'll keep trying. And there he goes. Days continue to pass as the hours blur together. You're no longer paying attention to the passage of time, only your repeated failed attempts. Damn it! You enter the room, stomping your feet in anger. Slam down onto a bar stool, perhaps more aggressively than anyone has ever sat down. Usual, Jack. Yes! Fuck! Hunkin calmly pours you an old-fashioned and slides it down to you. You down in a single gulp. Oh hey, they're not blanking out the curses anymore. Loath as I am to cut someone off, I think you've had enough. I'm not drunk, Hunkin. I just can't get past the fucking stairs. Yes, my boy, because this is a video game and the developer put a collider there. I don't give a shit, Hunkin. I'm going to get through the invisible wall, somehow. Have you tried running face first into it yet? That could help. You are not helping. I assure you, I'm not trying to. You peel out of the room as fast as your legs will carry you. Slamming your shoulder into the invisible wall outside, it does not yield. Fuck! What little peace and quiet I'm afforded returns. How nice. So you keep trying. You keep trying and trying, your Sisyphean efforts failing to bear fruit time and time again. You're cleaning the glassware as you usually do. Wait, what the hell? The rag glides under your fingers as you wipe out the inside of an old-fashioned glass. Something feels off about this. Why am I compulsively saying my thoughts out loud? And what the hell am I doing on this side of the screen? The door of the bar swings open, followed by light footsteps coming inside. Oh, thank goodness you're here, Jack. I was worried I was the protagonist. Congratulations, Hunkin. You've been promoted to playable. Time to run. Beware, you are being chased by a dinosaur. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I want orange and blue for the most part. Some red could also be nice. How about now? Okay, I have enough. I could just sprint like hell to finish this. The dinosaur is behind the bar and appears to have lost interest in you, opting instead to sniff the bottles behind the counter. You hear a crash. Not the good scotch, stupid overgrown lizard. And why am I still over here, damn it? Okay, think, Hunkin, you're a scientist. You take a deep breath as quietly as you can. The dinosaur is still distracted. Dinosaurs can't normally enter the bar. The bar's behavior has changed. This means someone is messing with the game. So either I stay here and get ripped apart by the ferocious claws of a stray velociraptor, or find Jack. Not much of a choice, really. I suppose I can grab a few things on my way out. I do have upgrade juice. And I'm going to take some healing items because I don't think he can self-heal the same way Jack can. You step out into the mansion foyer for the first time in... How long has it been anyway? Before you have time to consider further, the sound of fists hitting force field interrupts you. Hunkin, I made it. I told you I'd do it. Jack Breyer is at the top of the stairs, punching the invisible wall from the other side. Son of a bitch. Downside, I'm stuck. And there's nothing up here. Told you that, Jack, on no uncertain terms. Yeah, fine, but that doesn't make me any less stuck. Well, it's your lucky day, because I need your help. You pull a familiar tome from somewhere under your vest and begin rummaging through it. Some, light reading? The devs hooked a lot of debug commands up to me and never took them away. Spent a lot of time experimenting to figure out which ones. It's more journal than anything. And here. You activate the command to teleport the player to the bar and slam it shut. Satisfied. So, did you find something? Huh? Jack is staring at you from the top of the stairs unmoved. I, don't seem to have that one that can help here. Looks like I'll have to get you out the way you went in, my boy. Okay, that's interesting. Please don't. We'll have to try that again. Actually, here makes more sense. Let me check something. If I do an angle setup... Please stop doing that. Hello? Oh, hi, Momo. Okay, so parallel universe helps me, but not him. Very useful. In fact, if I do this, that'll convince him to do it again, because I'll have a... That seems to be the trick, manipulating his symbol so he'll do parallel universe, which helps me get this done faster. First of all, because I can get away with it, I'm going to shake it off so I'm at full health. This should finish it. Almost. Oof. As Jack's collider overcomes the physics of the wall, his velocity is preserved, and he launches like a missile directly into your chest. Knocks the wind out of you as you land in a heap on the floor. Oh shit, are you okay? I'm good. I'm good. Jack, come closer. I'm good, stay with me. You absolute buffoon! I told you there was nothing up there, lad. I told you everything I know. You could have just taken an old man at his word, but you had to charge into the unfinished video game and get stuck. You can't even fathom the danger out here. Dinosaurs are one thing, but our reality can shift at any moment. Do you even have any thoughts on that stupid hunky head of yours? What is wrong with you, boy? You're hyperventilating, the vein in your forehead is throbbing, the urge to commit super science crimes is welling up inside you. You're right, I'm sorry. You are? I was reckless. This is clearly a situation I don't fully understand, and I should do my due diligence as an agent of the ATF. Maybe you can explain some more. In the bar? I'll listen this time. The vein stops pulsing. A little. I'd love to, Jack, but there's a dinosaur in there, and you're gone. I wish you'd stop doing that. The muffled sound of violence escapes through the gap under the bar door. Then, there's no sound at all. Dino's dead. Let's go. There's still no guarantee the bar is safe. No guarantee it's safe out here either. Jack turns around and heads into the bar. The dinosaur's body sits slumped outside the door. When did he start making sense? Time has been passing as it ever does, but the air between you and Hunkin is considerably less tense. He's been on edge ever since the dinosaur incident, but seems to at least relax in your presence. That said, enough time has passed that the mansion has surely changed, and you're raring to go. Say, Hunkin, why haven't we seen any dinosaurs here in a while? Sure. Don't you think it's safe for me to leave you here? Hunkin stops cleaning the glass in his hands and sets it down a little too hard. Thunk reverberates against the countertop. Right now? Sure, Jack. As long as I've been here, the bar's been safe. Until it wasn't. I'd love for you to be out there exploring so I could be alone with my thoughts, but I don't want to get killed by a stray Cachardontosaurus either. Wow, cool dinosaur name. Dork. Better a dork than a cop. Whatever, man. I don't have time to be sitting around. I'm going. And I'm going with you. Excuse you? Loath as I am to admit it, my chances of being killed by a dinosaur are much lower if you were around. Just don't get in my way. Wouldn't dream of it. I do have some upgrade juice. A little weird we're already on chapter 3. I wonder if this is going to, like, open up a bit more. Actually, yeah, end of branches 4, so it's going to open up a bit more now. The mansion is substantially more filled out than last time you've entered for. Always now have open doors leading to other rooms. While nothing is visibly preventing you from going upstairs, your expertise tells you it's best to explore the ground floor thoroughly first. The West Wing is practically a museum. Suits of armor adorn the hallway, and they all seem to be looking away from you. Doors leading to nothing adorn the south side of the hallway. On the north side, a massive dining room with a banquet table. And at the end of the hall, a colossal library. Oh, that's new. Why does that T-Rex have a mustache? Everything about this dining room is ostentatious, from its marble floor, tiled floor, to gold place, bedding, and chandelier. In spite of this, the scale of the portrait on the back wall demands your full attention. A small digital square hangs on the bottom edge of the painting. When you look at it, your eyes cross and unfocus. What is that? Hunkin looks down his nose at the square. His eyes seem to pass right through it. QR code? Not too sure. Looks like text, maybe. Can you read it? No, and I'd rather we don't. Guess what we're about to do? God damn it, boy. Hunkin leaves you to ponder the strange square. You cross your eyes further. Deeply, you stare to the strange glyphs floating on the digital paper square. Want to bet it's not to forget to drink my Ovaltine? Okay, orange and red would be good when I can't match the mouths. No orange and blue. Don't do that, please. Hi, Momo. Clear that off immediately. Okay, we're good. Your eyes uncross, the strange digital script reveals itself to you, unfurling a small thread of comments. Hey, do you have a moment? We realize we don't have a base mess for the T-Rex that isn't zombified. Is that something you have time for? I think so, but do we need one? We know what the old T-Rex looked like. I know, but with the overall updates to the art direction, the execs wants to see a T-Rex. Sounds like a waste of time, but okay, sure. Thanks, and sorry, I tried pushing back, but they insisted. Oh, excuse me, Owen. Looks like developers talking. Jack, if I cared what the old developers were saying about the game, I'd still be a villain. Touchy subject? Look, my boy, I've had an existential crisis already. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer not to spend too much time trying to interpret the inscrutable motives of my creators. Fair enough. So, out of terminal curiosity, what if I go back and just leave? So we go West Wing. Dining room. Unable to make sense of the note, you decide to make better use of your time, then keep staring. Let's move on. Great. Okay, that's just the end of it. Oh, right. Upgrade juice. Now we want to go to the library. You've stepped into an unusual emptiness. Bears some similarity to the vastness of outer space. Now, this is one weird library. Just a little levity, lightening the mood. Right. So, where exactly are we? I'm not too sure, my boy. The game loads rooms after a transition, so a door doesn't necessarily need to go somewhere contiguous. That said, this is a bit much. Pumpkin looks off into the distance. You join him. The peaceful silence is interrupted by the sound of thudding footsteps approaching you. Out of my way, nerds! Oh, great. This one. Piss off, clown. I don't have time for you. The game's changing. Now it's time to get into speculative markets. Speculative markets? Bingo. You tell some schlub something has value, they'll believe you. Excuse me. Momo wants out. There we go. Take this dumb thing, for instance. Buh. Buh. Ah? How much do you think this is worth? No, Jack. No. We are not doing this. Shut up, asshole. Bubba? Pumpkin? Do you want him to have that baby? Pumpkin's eyes dart over to his clone, an inscrutable expression on his face. $5. $5. Now we're getting somewhere. Baby trader. Short that baby. Oh my god. What am I even doing? Oh, and a portion of the baby. Yes. Okay. This game. You know, if I do short and then buy out again. I think I win as long as he doesn't acquire back. Okay, I win. I brought a baby! What the hell? Burglar Hunkin is looking at you, mouth agape. How did you end up with all my shares? What the fuck? I convinced you the baby was worthless, which worked because you're an asshole. Okay, well, you own the shares, but I'll be storing the baby in a secure location that you will never find. Burglar Hunkin sprints off into the distance, disappearing into the darkness of the void. You collect your sole prize left behind, a single dirty diaper. Why is there a baby Hunkin? Cloning is not a precise science, Jack. You can throw this, I guess? Why'd you take this? It's a real large area clear, though. That's nice. Got some upgrade juice. Put it to work. The east wing hallway is largely empty. There are indicators that there might be a servant's quarters or secret passages, but on closer inspection, those doors are largely flat textures. The only three-dimensional passages appear to be a swinging kitchen door and an oversized laundry chute. Well, at least it's a straightforward choice. Kitchen first. The door swings open with ease. The kitchen is lively with the sounds of sizzling meats and the smell of fresh thyme. An old man stands in front of the stove, calm expression on his face as sweat runs down his brow. Hunkin? What? How many of you are there? Too many, I'm afraid. This one is dangerous, boy. Don't engage. Say there, Muscles. How'd you like to do me a favor? No thanks, freak show. Come on, Jack. There aren't any dinosaurs for you to punch here. Actually... God damn it. Dinosaur in the next room. Real yoked. And yoked. For that matter. He's got my egg. Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Give me an egg, I make an omelet. An omelet, an omelet. Oh, I do like omelets. Chef Hunkin jerks his head in the direction of a door. Despite Hunkin's protest, you push past him and enter the buff dinosaur's lair. Exacting justice. Oh no, he's hot. Oh god. Yep. Okay. We'll go with that. Okay, do upper hand for some lifesteal. That undoes some of the damage he did. You know what? Because if I'm right... Yeah, let me just cancel that. This is fine because I'm about to throw a lot of damage down. And I got almost all my health back in one good shot. The dinosaur hides his weak little muscles in shame as he scampers off with tiny baby footsteps. You palm the gigantic egg and return to the main room of the kitchen. Got your egg. Great work, now you die. You said you were going to make me an omelet. Yes, I said I'd make you an omelet. Chef Hunkin adopts a low stance and brandishes his knife threateningly. Look over to Hunkin, who appears disinterested. Tried to warn you, lad. Okay, he can heal. That's slightly annoying. If I do upper hand. That's a good turnaround. Slightly a problem. Alright. Should be able to do 2 haymakers. Then match the knives. That's a good bit of health back. Should be able to upper hand. And for extra funsies, that's most of my health back again. Chef Hunkin lies dead on the floor of the kitchen for a moment, then his body disappears in a puff of digital smoke. Your attention snaps over to Hunkin. Are you a cannibal? No. Then why did Hunkin want to eat me? That's a side effect of the cloning process I never quite managed to iron out. One of the reasons I gave it up, I didn't really want cannibal clones running loose, just dinosaurs. Past life, Jack, give me the egg. You shrug and hand Hunkin the egg. He leads you back to the bar. He pulls a small pour spout out from under the bar and jams it into the shell. In a flash, egg white, rye, sugar, and lemon juice fly from the shelves into a shaker behind the blur of Hunkin's hands. He pours the contents over ice and hands it to you. You take a healthy sip. Hunkin, this is delicious. Like human flesh. I am kidding. Excuse me a moment. Guess that weird noise is a game. Oh, yeah, upgrade juice. You might as well do the other half of the Easter egg. I guess. The overwhelming stench of sweat greets your nostrils as you enter the room. Tall piles of filthy clothes adorn the floor with an almost precise carelessness. What's with this place? Last I checked, it leads to a jail cell. Can't say what they've done to it now. Guess we should have a look around. You realize the piles are all exactly the same. Shirts in one pile are exactly the same spot as another. All except one, which is rotated slightly. You approach the odd pile and notice an extra pair of overalls lazily slapped on the side. Picking them up, a small shotgun tumbles out of the pockets. You pick it up and flip it over in your back hands. It's got some surprising heft to it. Nice. New toy, eh? Well, I can stock that at the bar for you now. You mean I could have more than one of these? As long as you got the inventory slots and the cash, yes. Awesome. That spot's not done. So east wing again. Jump down the laundry chute. Now we just pick a random laundry pile. As you get close to one of the piles, you notice a pair of eyes watching from inside it. Its eyes start to hunkin'. Get down! Dinosaur charges, and you manage to tackle Hunkin out of the way as it buries itself in another pile. Get off me, you wolf! Chopping, be ready to dodge, is going to charge again. For God's sake, dodge. Okay. Now we can upper hand. To haymaker. This is fine. You know what? Just take his symbols away. Now he doesn't get to do anything. Hmm. Okay, I win this. There. With a roar, the Triceratops charges directly at you. You adopt a low stance, bend your knees, and brace for impact. Look at the face on this guy, it's great. Your arms meet the creature's face, you grab it by the horns, and use all of your strength to bend its neck sideways as it charges forward. The crunch sound from its vertebrae tells you that you were successful before it even managed to slump to the ground dead. Relax your muscles, a piece of the creature's horn breaks off as you pull away. Hunkin is staring at you, eyes wide. That's a full-grown Triceratops. Full-grown? Wow. A full-grown Triceratops weighs up to 12 tons. That's a fun fact. Does your bar host trivia or something? How did you do that? I broke its neck. Hunkin's cheeks flushed slightly. He didn't know any better. You'd think he was impressed. Never mind. Let's get out of here. Okay, so this is more health, and it doesn't use a turn, but it's slightly slower because it's 3 a turn for 3 turns as opposed to 5 all at once. Okay, I think we got... Yeah, now we just want to go forward. Due diligence. You scan around the entrance hall, narrowing your eyes as they scrape every corner of the room for information. Bottom floor seems clear. Let's go upstairs. I'm behind you, lad. You take a step into the top of the stair landing, placing you in the second floor hallway. Loud musical sting announces the presence of someone at the far end of the west hall. Well, 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 say TF, some bitches finally sent their best man. As far as I'm concerned, if you ain't got a warrant, you are breaking and entering, my friend. And this here's a stand your ground state. Henry Bayless pulls a... My God, that music. Henry Bayless pulls a beer can out from his lab coat pocket, and a massive T-Rex lumbers around the corner behind him. He pierces a hole in the beer can on his claw. He then cracks the tab and shotguns the beer in a second flat before tossing it aside with a massive belch. Y'all might want to run. I think that would be best. Okay, there's only one turn. I should heal. As long as it doesn't take any more progress, I win next turn. You are a jerk. Actually, wait. Your chest heaving with every step, you grab Hunkin by the scruff of his vest and pull him around a corner, covering his mouth with your hand. The roaring T-Rex thunders past, its footsteps trailing off as it disappears into the mansion. Stay quiet and follow me. We're going back to the bar. Hunkin stares at you, hesitating briefly, but he nods. Wordlessly, you move out from your hiding spot back towards the stairs. As you approach the landing, you look around the corner. Bayless is nowhere in sight. You move to the stairs and check your surroundings. All clear. You flash Hunkin a quick hand movement, and he comes up to meet you. Go, quickly. Hunkin goes down the stairs. You look back and forth between the ends of the hallway, looking for any signs of a threat. Seeing no further danger, you follow Hunkin down the stairs, and you both return to the bar. You need to stay here. What? That thing is more dangerous than anything that can make its way in here. But, no, you listen to me, Hunkin. Neither of us knows a goddamn thing about what's going on now. The game is changing for some reason, and we need to figure out why just as much as I need to stop Bayless. I can fight a dinosaur. I can't fight a dinosaur and keep you safe. Safer for you to be somewhere familiar. Hunkin opens his mouth to protest, but barely manages the sound before emitting a long sigh. You're right. I don't like it, but you're right. You don't have to like it. Just don't die out there, my boy. I won't, Hunkin. I promise. You return to the second floor of the mansion, treading silently as you walk. Excuse me, let me get a little water in me. Despite making no noise, Henry Bayless rounds the corner as soon as you cross the threshold. Well, well, well. Those ATF some bitches finally sent their best man. Were you just winning there this whole time? You betcha. T-Rex rounds the corner once again, murder in its eyes. Y'all might want to... Rod, yeah, got it. Shut up. He's on a script. Without Hunkin here to slow you down, evading T-Rex proves to be a non-issue as you definitely move between rooms. You search the entire floor, even making it as far up as the attic, avoiding T-Rex and Bayless all the same. And despite that, there's no sign of any sort of lab or anything. Where the hell is this lab, anyway? Have you tried looking in hell? He's too fast. He lunges at you. He's right up in your face, practically touching you. His hands reach for your throat. Bonk. What? Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Bayless appears to be blocked by an invisible force around you. He walks directly at you, unable to advance as his feet slide along the carpet. Days are numbered, piggy. Get out of my face, dude. You swing, your fist collides, knocking him back, still walking in your direction. He advances towards you again. Roll along, little mouse, I'm on the prowl. You hit him again. He slides backwards and continues his advance. You fear that this could go on for hours. I just realized, is that a sexy dinosaur posing on his hat? What the hell, man? Hunkin will know what to do. Never find your bones. Excuse me about that. Sure enough, Henry follows you into the bar, sliding along behind you. Hunkin's fingers tense around the mugs he's cleaning. You're gonna sleep with the worms in the dirt. Do you really have to bring him in here? How do I get him to stop? It's just fucking one-liners over and over again. Have you tried punching him? Oh, you betcha he has, but he ain't no match for the Bayless bloodline. I hate you. His code isn't functional enough to actually grab you. He's probably waiting on an animation. But he's not supposed to be hurt in this state, so you can't do anything to him. So what? Stuck with this guy farting in my personal space until the game updates again? Oh, well, there you go. Fuck off. If you advance the game's plot, it might move him to a new location and pull him off you. Could try finding his lab. Fair warning, though, if he's broken now, there's a chance his lab is worse off. Anything is better than this. Care for a drink? Mint julep barman? Anything, please. Oh God, he's still here. You return to the second floor, Bayless sliding along behind you. So what's your plan there, Mr. Man? You're going to tell me where you're making these dinosaurs. Then I guess we'll see. Well, I guess I can always kill you down there, so I might as well. It's just behind this big old portrait here. You take down this big portrait every time you need to go in and out of your lab? Well, it's not supposed to fit the dinos through, dumbass. Naturally. Sure enough, as you take down the portrait, a huge square entrance leads down into a dark basement below. Stairs go on for what seems like forever. The light from up above dwindles. And in the dark, you can still feel Bayless's breath on the back of your neck. Mother of God. The lab is full of gigantic tanks, filled to the brim with goo, and with numerous dinosaurs floating behind their various glass walls. This don't really look how I remember it, to be honest with you. It doesn't? Nah, I was making dinosaurs down here in whiskey stills. This junk's all too highfalutin for my like. However, Bayless moves away from you, snaps his fingers, and you hear a roar in the distance. Your plan worked, which means mine did too. A huge hulking T-Rex emerges from around the corner, shaking the basement with each step. Ain't no order on this time, Agent Briar. Make peace with your god. Let's do this. This game is stupid and I love it. Could you not? Might as well patch ourselves up a little. Might as well patch up a bit. That was a mistake. I have enough to do it again. God snart it, you killed my T-Rex. I ain't gonna pretend that ain't impressive. You got muscles like I can't even believe. Still, my Pap always told me, always have a backup plan in case the feds come running. Bayless dons an evil smirk and taps a few key presses in the terminal next to giant T-Rex tank. The screen flashes red. Self-destruct sequence activated. Oh, that's bad. Bayless has a blank expression. His arms are firmly locked out to his sides. He is T-posing because he is stuck. Bayless, the mansion doesn't appear to be exploding. In fact, nothing appears to be happening. The doors exiting the lab are firmly shut. You enter a terminal Bayless was messing with and punch in some keys. It does not respond. Stuck? Come on, man. Not this again. Not now. Fuck. You run around the room searching for an exit. The covers to the vents won't budge. The dinosaurs float listlessly in their tanks, which are connected to the pipes that appear to lead nowhere at all. Bayless takes a punch to the face that you don't even remember throwing, but it has no effect at all. Shit. Pumpkin, I hope you're alright. You're on your own for a while. I do have upgrade juice. Let's put it to work. I'm not quite sure how much time has passed. The bar, safe as it may be, still leaves you feeling uneasy. You start to wonder if... Nope. You start to wonder if I'm not doing it. See, not the protagonist, bartender. Take your pros back to the big hunk out there and leave me alone. The growing guilt of leaving Jack to his own devices in an unfamiliar, unfinished game begins to gnaw at you. Though, that probably need to be an in, not an is. Does not. And the familiar feeling of inner turmoil begins to wash over you. Don't you dare. Oh, I dare. Eat shit, old man. I love this game. The conscience sunken. That build's relentless. That's interesting. Okay, that seems to be what I need to do is keep making him do that until I have relentless, then I use the relentless perk thing here. I can just make them spiral a whole bunch. Okay, I need him to do that 2 more times. Imagine worst. So it's not enough for me to want peace and quiet, huh? And it wasn't enough for me to tell one stupid himbo that running around was an unfinished game was a bad idea. Now I have to leave my bar to go find another one, risking my own life and limb, but do it as the protagonist of a game I was never even in. And now you're conveniently silent. How great for you. Well, but there's no response. God, you're so fucking clever. Fine, I'll go be the goddamn hero. You step out into the foyer, as usual, an odd occurrence given that the bar used to be intangible, appearing wherever it was needed. Oh, God. Oh, good. Right to it. No beating around the bush. That's marvelous. Quick scan around the bottom floor tells you there aren't any dinosaurs here. Message received. Keep moving. Dance puppet. Not here either. Time to go. But the obvious removal of the giant portrait tells you more than you need to know. Are you happy now? Stupid game. Find yourself standing outside the dinosaur lab. Jack is sitting on the floor against the wall. He's staring at the ceiling, seemingly defeated. Put your hands up to the empty door frame, only to find it blocking you with an invisible wall. Jack, what are you doing, boy? Unkin! Me? What are you doing? It's not safe here. You've been gone for a lion's age, lad. What was I supposed to do? Sit around and knit? I mean, if that's a hobby of yours. Not the point. Right, I already got out of bounds. As soon as I get out of the wall, everything faded to black and I wound up back in here. You what? Something's not right here, Jack. That doesn't happen to canceled video games. What doesn't? There's a whole new system. Someone's not just tinkering with the code. They must be trying to release this game. That's good, right? To be honest, my boy, I have no idea. Just sit tight. I'm going to get you out of there, all right? Even if it's the last thing I do. Jack looks up at you inquisitively, but he nods. Okay, Hunkin, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. No. Pull the tome from under the bar and slam it onto the counter, where it falls open. Starting to feel weaker, your vision blurs intermittently. Shake your head clear and stare down at the book in front of you. You're going to help me whether you like it or not. Can't match red harvesting scan. And books deal damage to me. I see, so it's just me. So I need 20 red. That should finish it. Nope, now we need a couple more. I forgot. The command activates. You blink, confused by what's happened. Henry Bayless is stuck standing in front of you, T-posing as he was in the lab. Teleport NPC command appeared to have worked. That command is unchanged, but it's being called from a manager class. I didn't want to believe it was happening. I tried to dismiss his disappearance as a fluke, but then Jack showed up. They're remaking creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion. Told ya! Called it! And I'm not in that game. You saw I flipped through the journal, looking for the commands longingly, oblivious to the T-Rex screaming up behind you. You don't see the claw until it's too late. So that's it, I guess. What the hell? Yeah? Well, I guess this is it for me. Can't even take damage anymore. Come on, you overgrown hummingbird. I'm not going down to T-Rex with a ridiculous mustache. So I'm just going to beat up on a T-Rex. And he can't actually do anything. Well, I mean, he can do stuff, it just doesn't matter because I can't take damage. You know what, let's go ahead and just give ourselves double damage. You know what? First, let's get rid of all the stress. Minus for the extra damage. And pop them for 8. This should finish it. Unable to even be exhausted, you simply sigh as the T-Rex falls to the ground, limp and lifeless. Now what the hell did you do that for? Bayless? Well, that means... Have a drink on me, Henry. I don't have time for much else. Oh, he's the barkeep. Okay, let's cap off health. Hmm. This is a mighty fine beverage you made me, barman. I'm glad, Henry. Real glad. Well, Gibbs, I'm out of time. My debug commands have been moved to a manager class. There should be a usable interface for it somewhere in your lab. You can resurrect your dinosaur from there. You fish the debug tome out from your interior vest pocket and place it on the counter. If you're free, Jack isn't too far behind. He's the protagonist. The game moves around him. If you want your dinosaur back, you'll need his help to get to the manager. You're just giving me unfettered access to the rules of the world that govern us? Are you nuts? No, Henry. I know how this game ends. Jack wins this one. Hunkin chuckles. It echoes throughout the room as his last particle disappears from existence. Jackass. Huh? You must have fallen asleep. As you stir, you get the feeling something has changed. The atmosphere feels somehow less oppressive in here now. Bayless is nowhere to be seen. Not really sure if that's a good sign or not. You get up, dust yourself off, and make your way to the door. The invisible wall that blocked you here seems to have been removed. Right. I should check in with Hunkin. Henry Bayless is standing behind the bar, looking confused. Well, howdy, fella. Why are you green? Oh, the bartender fell up and disappeared into thin air. Said something like he was out of time. Left to my own devices, I liberated this here establishment of its liquor. And I may have drank out of the wrong hand. Don't know why I keep carrying around this dino gene potion, but here I am. Right. You said Hunkin disappeared? Into thin air. I think he could have died. You're fucking with me. Nope. I'm off to find Hunkin. I just told you he ain't here anymore. Why would you go looking for him? Simple. I'll trust you. Fair enough. Looks like this is going to be very straightforward if there's only one end to branch. Hunkin's nowhere to be found. Bayless and his stench are lingering close behind you. You're pretty familiar with the mansion's layout at this point, so it'd be easy to do a quick sweep of either floor. You explore the bottom floor, poking your head in everywhere you can. You enter the kitchen, your head on a swivel. You look in cabinets, under rolling carts, everywhere. You make your way through the hallways and eventually wind up in front of the library. Entering, there's now a proper library instead of floating void of nothingness. I ain't gonna lie to you, I never read a single one of these. Don't worry, I didn't think you had. Well, alright then, Mr. College Education. Bet you ain't got a clue how to sequence a dinosaur's genome. Alright, that's fair. Wait, how'd you learn to do that if you don't read books? Well, that's easy. I went to college. Your annoyed protest is swiftly interrupted as you're slammed to the ground by some invisible force. God, fuck! You turn to face whatever... Goku! You turn to face whatever slammed into you, and you're greeted by a dinosaur with an intense glowing aura and hair to match. What did you do to this dinosaur? I made him kick ass. Make it stop. Can't. He'll kick my ass. I cannot stand you. Power scaling. A challenge approaches. Oh dear God. Is there going to be sudden Japanese lyrics? Can there be? It'd be funny. Yelling not optional. Okay. What I'll do is psych up. Upper. Yeah, this might take a few attempts. Yeah, he's going to try to do 15 damage, so we're going to endure to catch that. Now let me test something. So you know what? Okay, so if I psych up... Yeah, it seems psych up is useless. Anyway, what I do is upper hand. Deal out a couple haymakers. We'll just catch that. Think we just finished this? Okay. The dinosaur's glow fades as it breathes its last. Man, I really ain't a fan of you killing all my dinosaurs. Ignore Bayless, taking a look around the library. Hang on. A small flashing square is lazily floating off the side of one of the many shelves. Focus on it as the strange shapes on it reveal themselves to be letters. Hi, we need to talk. What's up? The rights holder saw the recent sketches. The mustache T-Rex, now the anime dinosaur. It's too much. Lol. So the executives want to tell someone who worked on the series how it should be made. Awesome. Look, this isn't my decision and it's not my fight. Can you just stick to what's in the production test, please? Okay. Thanks. What's anime? Oh, buddy, you do not want to ask that question. Buddy, the things I'll show you if I didn't want my dinosaurs to rend the flesh from your bones. Might as well cap stress tolerance while we're here. Now we check upstairs. Hunkin, you up here? Looking along the hallway, you notice that one of the suits of armor is missing its helmet. Wonder where that went. Footsteps around the corner of the hallway answer your question immediately, as a dinosaur rounds the corner wearing a gladiator helmet. Any chance this one isn't violent? Not a one. Clonk. Okay, that's rude. Okay. That mostly heals me. Good. Okay. We got a few of these banked. There we go. Okay, that's slightly a problem. Okay. Wow, enough to just haymaker this guy out of existence. Pick up the helmet and return to the suit of armor it came from. Suit of armor springs to life. You jump backwards, ready for another fight. Suit of armor draws its sword. It then bows and holds the blade out to you. Thanks. Take the sword. The armor nods, then steps back in the line, resuming its silent vigil. So, do you genetically engineer suits of armor too? Nope, that one's lost on me. Great. Might as well get rid of the old-fashioned. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Unkin, where are you? Look, pal, I know losing a friend can be difficult, but you really need to shut up. Get mad at me, gonna solve your problems. Swing at Bayless, he grabs you with both arms and a surprising amount of strength. He opens his reptilian jaws as if to bite. After a brief struggle, you manage to throw him off you and into a wall, where he slumps to the floor. Hell is your problem? I ain't got a problem, fella, you just got too close. I'm all fixed up now, so if you get too close, I gotta attack you. Been trying to keep my distance while you've been having your meltdown or whatever. And I ain't got any reason to lie to you, and I'm telling you, your friend disappeared and told me some things before he did. Talk. Bayless dusts himself off. He stands up and his eyes at you. Let me get some water in me. No, it's fine. Don't help or nothing. Great, I won't. Your mama clearly raised you right. Now, old Top Hat told me his debug commands were getting moved to a manager class, wherever that is. Said it was behind some secret door in the Dino Lab. That sounds incredibly suspect. You know, that's a fair point, but I've been keeping my distance this whole time against my programming to hunt you down. I'm gonna stock up on the bar first, just in case. I think I'm good to just... Lights flash on and off in various devices around. Lights flash on and off on various devices around the room as hard drives buzz and spin, filling your ears with chaotic digital hum. In front of you is a large computer terminal. Humphrey's face starts pounding in front of it. What is this? Bayless walks up to the terminal and looks on. Must be a high-tech version of your friend, not the one that disappeared now. Maybe someone in here provides an answers. He pulls the tome out of his coat pocket and lays it on the terminal. He begins looking through it while pressing keys on the keyboard. Where did you get that? Oh, this old thing? Got from the old fellow right before a kid. I wasn't lying when I said you told me some stuff. You told me how to resurrect the dinosaur. You two thought I'd lose the scrap field. And you were right, it's happened. He smashes the key on the keyboard, hitting the black that goes around the room. Any noise fills the air as lights around the server room hum. There's a flash of light followed by the pounding rum of a giant combustion engine. There's some hidden files I didn't have any idea about. Bayless steps inside of the entryway to the lab. You know your gigantic shadowy form. The engine turns in time with the metallic crawling coming from the monster's head. The chainsaw tail spins up, adding to the cacophony of violent whirls. Awesome. What the hell is this thing? Boy, I have no clue. But it's gonna make me real goddamn big. 100% tank, 100% T-Rex. Okay, we're here now. engine spurts and sputters as the tank wrecks arms and head fall limp. Its eyes lose their glow, the chainsaw hail flailed violently for a moment, and then is still. Boy, what in the fuck did they teach you going on? The head snaps in Bayless' direction. Now, it's a bit cliche, but we can talk about this from a calm and rational way. You look over at the thief on top of the shelf, pick up your hands and look at it, holding up the pumpkin's existence left. Bayless hits the ground unconscious as the book, guided by her hand, flies across his face. He said the book on the terminal and his finger for quiet, for his health. That happened. On the earth, there was nothing. This manager during the next Bayless car race, running on files. Hi, Eternal Silent Team. That means to inform you that we had to let Dave go after his rogue pitch to the executives of his Tank Rex idea. Unfortunately, it's safe to say that his vision for future Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1 Re-Raptored is not in line with the vision that our investors or IP holder had. I understand that losing a coworker can be deeply upsetting for many reasons. Please know that none of your jobs are at risk, and this firing is unrelated to the ongoing layoffs of the game industry at large, or the closure of Beyond Creations. It really sucks to lose our only connection to the original Redneck Dinosaur Mansion development team. This decision was made after extensive discussion with Dave and our IT holder. Feel free to reach out to me or HR if you have any questions, and please feel free to head home. Hey everyone, I have noticed the game director for the last few months. I've been leading the charge on cleaning up a lot of extra files from the games. This game's history, writing a lot of written vocals to get coded from. Files that were deleted have been archived in case we need to access them, and I've basically cleaned up about 30 gigabytes of space in the project, which is pretty significant for us. Middle of anything you're working on was erroneously deleted. Otherwise, we removed a lot of the files that were released related to the open printer and eventually to the think of it, that's any other except this thing. Sorry, I don't have any time to say goodbye. Found out a little too late that they were deleting my files. Wasn't time to think much except leaving this message. If you're reading it, it's because you got the best of A-list like I knew you would. Shame that this terminal is just an empty shell. We have liked each other, I think. I didn't expect much from you, Jack. You're as bullheaded as JJ, but you have more strength and confidence than me. He disappeared a little before you showed up. I should have guessed something was happening. Good man, Jack Ryan. Glad I got to know you, even for a brief time. You turn around and pick up Painless, look at that mask over your shoulder, and walk out the door. Boy, it took a long laugh until his Painless sparked to the floor, and he rocks the mid. The silence in the manor reflects each footstep that night. It's feeling heavier. The bar is quiet. You tell her no one returns. This is still a safe place. You go behind the bar and grab the bourbon. Pour the sleeve, make yourself a hot fashion, and sit at the stool. You down the drink, staring into the depths of your glass, curled down the face for the last time. Cheers, something. Did I beat the game in one sitting? I think I beat the game in one sitting. I know it wouldn't be long, because last I checked, this was originally supposed to just be a little expansion. And that just kind of turned into a standalone game. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a little something that we'll sign up for. Dinosaur Mansion. Final roundhouse kicks and Bayless flying face first into a nearby wall to satisfy the funk. Collapses into a nearby computer from both fields. A fish that smarts. But the dinosaurs aren't really much to know about. made it out because he was socially well adjusted and good in the fight. Baylor snaps into a few bows, cutting off the sentence. I can see you breathing. Oh shit, Queen B. He slams his voice echoes up to himself this first attack. But the game's finished, this all means working on it. You tackle Bayless, rubbing your arm over his voice from over his shoulder. Down, pick it. One like hell for the last time. As you hit the ground, covering your head shielded from lightning debris. As if on cue, police cars and science boards reach your home mansion. Pull Bayless up and shove him into Archie. Oh, damn. Good run, I guess. Oh, piece of shit, Jack. From you, that one's for the world. Can't go away. Despite his protest, the cop shoved Bayless on the back seat. You read his lips as he slants his fist on the window. You ought to kill me to Jack Fryer. As they drive off, he makes obscene gestures to the As we can see. think I 100%ed it. Yeah, okay, we're just done. I can hop around to the game world if I want to redo stuff, but it's 10:33, and yeah, this game's exciting. This is all I had planned to do for Halloween stuff. Well, maybe the collab for the Friday I want to do something special, but yeah, we're back to normal now. Tomorrow should be Monster Hunter World, and that means Saturday I go back to Kingdom Hearts. It's a good game. It's like the one skill was bugged. I saw one typo, so it's clearly got a couple problems. It's not a bad game. Not a bad game. So let's see. Anyone up to see? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Okay, one game that's kind of meta to another game that's kind of meta. Rikujiro is playing Nisai. So, like I said, I'm pretty much back to business as usual now. Tomorrow's Monster Hunter World, hopefully. And, yeah, Saturday I'm back to Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it's only took me like... Yeah, okay, it's like 3 weeks. Not bad. Not bad. I wasn't gone from anything. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully see you in a couple of minutes. Yeah, tomorrow. Later.